Hi. Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do kind of a fun video. I know I told you the last video that my next video will be on a foundation review. I'm going to be doing that later on, but I just need to I want to throw up a video. This is going to be kind of interesting. It's going to be me, my 3-year-old Katie, my 13-year-old Sophia. We are going to be we're going to be going over annoying things that people say to us being a large family. And it's not just annoying. Sometimes these things are downright rude, antagonistic, callous. People just don't think. So we're going to go over all this, and we're going to go over quite a few, and have a little bit of a funny conversation about it, and sound off down below if you like it. All right, and please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. For us, what do you want them to do, Kate? Do you want them to subscribe to our channel?
I want a white sheet with Moana.
What? She wants a white sheet with Moana on it. Do you want them to subscribe to our channel?
And a blanket with Moana. All that for me. I was missed.
Well, if you guys want to send her a blanket, you want to send her a blanket sheet and a dress with Moana on it, my email's down below. And if you want to hear more about what annoys us as a big family, to hear other people say that maybe don't have any kids, or maybe have 1, 2 kids, whatever, then keep watching. Okay, so my first one. Sorry that the video's bouncing around. I'm using my phone because we po-folk over here, and we can't afford a GoPro just yet, so this is what we're using to create our videos. Yeah. Okay. So, all right, the first and most annoying thing I hear from people who have no filter or no thought of maybe that this is something rude to say is, "Hi, ma'am. Do you know what birth control is?"
I'd be so pissed. Oh.
Actually, thank you very much. I do know what it is, and maybe your parents should have used it before they had you. That's what you want to say to somebody who says something like that. Shh. But you don't, because that's rude. And rude, exactly. And so, what makes these people think that they can say it to me? And I've had nurses say this while I'm in the hospital, delivering my child. Do you know what birth control is?
I just kick her. I just be like, there.
I am Mommy's Caden's baby because I growed up.
Yeah, it's Caden's baby because she grew up. So that is my #1 pet peeve thing people say is, do I know what birth control is? Yes, I do, and I don't like to use it. Next.
Use it.
Okay, what is your biggest pet
People
peeve?
in school, they'd be like, how many siblings do you have, Sophia? How many siblings? And I'm like, I have. I mean, they're like, how many dads do you have? And then I'm like, 1. And they're like, your mom is busy and she's a hoe. And I was like, thank you very much.
What, because I have a husband and I procreate with him?
I have 1 father.
I'm a hoe.
And my mom likes a lot of kids. Their problem with that, if there is, get the hell away from me. And they would just look at me and they'd be like, your mom is like, oh my god, why would she ever have that many kids? And I'm like, maybe because she likes having that much kids.
Okay, so your #1 pet peeve is when they ask how many dads do you have? That's rude.
How many dads do you have? And the most insulting thing that ever said to me is, your mom's a hoe.
That's very rude.
I punched her in the face.
That's very rude. And that's, and to comment off of that, second rudest thing I hear is, are they all with the same guy? Okay, so yeah, I totally lost what I was going to say.
Most annoying thing is, your kids are the same father.
Yeah, they're the same father. Are all with the same guy?
I'm taking this.
Okay, first of all, if it wasn't with the same guy, it's still rude to ask. I mean, why would you think you could ask somebody that? Oh, do you have one guy that you have sex with and have this many kids, or do you bounce around and have sex with the whole football team? I actually answered one lady once and said, no, you know what? I like to keep a variety in my life, and I just pick one of each color every time I want to have a baby. I just go with the rainbow, I take a brown one today, yellow one tomorrow, pink one next day, and let's do a really dark, purple color. Really? You gonna ask me that? Give me a break. What's another one you hate hearing?
I've usually only heard with the same guy or your mom's a hoe. Pretty much one of them.
Well, The next one I really can't stand is when I am asked, like if I'm out and about with the kids or something, I'm asked, do you, what is usually what I get is something like, do you run a foster home or are these all yours? First of all, I do foster, so I mean.
Okay, I'm sorry, I gotta interrupt you.
But, you know, that's still a rude ass question.
My teacher asked me if I was in a group home. I said I have 9 siblings and I've moved my whole life. So you live in a group home?
No, my dad was in the military, so we moved around a lot. And my mom has a lot of kids. Just so everybody out there in YouTube land understands the gravity of this. I don't know if I've ever told you guys this. Okay, just so everybody out there understands, I have been with my husband. I've known my husband since I was 10 years old, or I was 8 years old. He was 10 years old. We have dated and been best friends and been around each other for 30-something odd years. We've been married for 12. You know, we just have a large family, but we've been around and known each other our whole lives. Okay, I do foster kids. Are you guys gonna pay attention? You guys gonna play peekaboo?
I'm keeping her occupied. I'm paying attention. I can multitask.
They're playing peekaboo over here. Peekaboo. While the baby sleeps over here. Okay.
Look, you go wake up Kavika.
Anyways, so the thing is, I do foster. I have 2 foster sons, and I have 10 children that I bore myself. But just because my children appear, they have like different colorations because my husband's Hawaiian and everything else, and they don't look paley ghosty like me, I get the foster home comment, and then I tell them, no, they're all mine, and she goes, you mean like a blended family, right? Some are yours, some are his. No, I gave birth to all 10 of them. Oh, well then why are they all different colors?
Okay, you know what bothers me? When you guys came over for my show at my old school?
Yeah.
And I said,
is that your mom? Why is she white?
Exactly. They'd be like, are those your parents? And I'm like, yeah. And why are they so white? And I'd be like, first of all, my dad is Hawaiian and my mother is white. And they're like, but why are you darker? And
okay, it's like regardless of the background of a person's family, regardless if you do foster or if you do have multiple, fathers for your children, or whatever the case may be, whether you adopted or whatever, these questions, unless you are a family friend or have known a person longer than 30 damn seconds, they are rude. Do not walk up to people you don't know and say, are they all yours? Are they all with the same guy? Why are they all different colors? None of your goddamn business. Maybe I decided to dip them all in glue and color them a different color for fun. I mean, it's rude. Stop doing it, people. And don't sit there and tell me, I have every right to ask it. No, you do not. In no facsimile world or anywhere do you have the right to take your nosy posy ass and ask somebody you don't know these questions. You just don't. At all whatsoever. You don't have the right to ask somebody if they know what birth control is. That is the rudest thing to ask somebody.
Random thing. Couldn't that be considered as harassment?
Well, no, it's just rude ass people. I wouldn't call it harassment unless they follow you out of the store and say, excuse me. Then it's harassment. Or they stand in line and call you a hoe or say that you're lying or whatever. That's harassment. But just regular people that ask these questions, it's like the only time I've ever had something where somebody asked me this question and it was really honestly just a question. I was in the store and a woman said, oh, hi, how many, I was talking about my kids, and she said, oh, you have 9, so I had 9 kids. You have 9 kids? And I said, yeah, and she's like, oh, are they all yours? And I was like, I kind of rolled my eyes, and she goes, no, I don't mean to be rude, it's just I came from a large family, and my mom had 9 kids, and I was just wondering, because, trying to, be familiar, and I was like, oh, that's nice, okay, yeah, they're all mine and everything, but explain that ahead of time, that you're asking for a purpose, not just to be rude and nosy.
In my opinion, it's rude if, they look at you and they're like, who's the baby daddy? How many baby daddies does she have?
Or, are you married? Why would you ask me that question? I don't know you. Why would you ask me if I was married? You know what? I'm sorry, but it really, really also goes to test to this society that there's so many people out there that aren't married or have a lot of kids that people would even think it was okay to ask these questions. But I don't care if 90% of the world bounces around and has 500 different baby daddies. It's still rude to ask these questions. You know, another rude thing to do is to walk up and just touch somebody's baby.
That's like walking up and touching somebody's face, which is so annoying.
As you all know, I just had a premature baby. I was in the doctor's office. At my postnatal checkup.
Stop.
Or my, prenatal checkup or whatever after I had the baby. And postpartum, that's what it's called. Postpartum checkup. And the baby was in his car seat, covered with a blanket. The nurse, not the nurse, but like the office lady comes over and says, "Can I see?" And so my husband lifted it up. And she goes to touch him. You work in a doctor's office. Do you not remember, don't touch people's babies? Especially a preemie who just came home a couple days ago. My husband literally took her pinky finger and was like, "Let me see your hand." Say she's touching the baby, right? Going to touch the baby. He was like this. He goes, "Oh, no. He's a preemie. Please don't touch him." She was like, oh. Well, I'm sorry. I just wanted to feel his hand. He's like, so? You don't touch my child, you know?
That's like walking up to somebody and going,
right? It's like when I was going, "I just wanted to feel your face." No, you don't do that.
The sad part is I've actually had, like, at my old school, like...
Can I touch your hair? Can I touch your hair? Sophia, can I touch your hair?
Well, because I went to school with no breakouts. Because I washed my face.
Are you wearing makeup?
Are you wearing makeup?
If I was, you just smeared it all to hell. I'd look at him and go, "Yes, give me some more foundation, bitch. You just fucked mine up." Oh, I had somebody try, when I had my eyebrows done one day, try and come over and go, "Oh my God, don't touch them. Bitch, you touch my eyebrows, you're going to have to fight." Because you know what? They're not done right now. Obviously, you smear them bitches, I'm going to kick you because I don't have my brow pencil with me. Oh, yeah, she almost went to touch. I was like, "Don't touch. What you doing? Don't touch." I obviously have my makeup on. Where in the world do you think I perfectly cut a bitch brows like that? What do you think
I know, right?
Nobody has natural eyebrows like that. I don't care who you are.
There's some girls in my school
even the
that tried to
microbladed ones.
Fool somebody and be like, "These are my natural eyebrows." And then we're all like, you got those trimmed or cut or filled or something.
Yeah. Okay, so anyways, this was just our little rant on, educating the world on things not to say to people with big families.
Educating.
Yeah, and things just not to say or do to people in general.
Bye.
So if anybody has some stories to tell us, anybody has some large families and some stories to tell us down there, put it in the comment section. Tell us your stories about how rude people are. And what are they gonna do?
Say it.
Your dresses and blanket and shoes. I don't know.
She's gonna bring her dresses and blankets. Oh, you
Comment?
comments? Are you kissing people? Oh,
Yeah, I'm
she
kissing
just kissed the screen. She kissed all of you. Say subscribe
Subscribe.
and comment and like. Like.
Oh,
Bye. Bye.